Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is day 15 of Glide. Oh no, not Glide, of Grace. And so, yes, I'm having a slight microphone problem. My microphone didn't plug in last night, or I didn't plug it in correctly. So I might lose sound during this. So I'm going to start with one and then just see how far I get, okay? Um, so, yes, the middle of the month, day 15, 14 or so, I have this existential lostness that happens in the month. And it's like this massive, all the different elements that we're doing, all the different things. I'm like, wow, where's it all going? And so yeah, I'm not sure. There's elements today. We're going to work with bowls of water technique, and that's the essence of when we stand up, how we use our arms. When we're lying on the floor, it's different because our torso is held by the floor, but when we're standing up, something really different happens into the shoulders. So if you've anything going on with your shoulders today, it's really important you listen and you move incredibly slowly. Okay. This is the beginning of the migration to stand using weights and how we move using weights. Okay. So come, lie on your mat. So knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor. And just begin by rocking your knees from side to side. As you rock them, feel moving smoothly, slowly, steadily in your body. Slow things down, feel the journey of what we're doing rather than I'm there at the end, which is the tendency. Yeah, it's the goal that we get into doing. Even the way I instruct is towards the goal of the movement. But what we're trying to cultivate is the whole pathway of movement. Nice. Squeeze your right knee up towards you, hug it in. And then let your right leg zoom out, keeping your bum on the floor, but it's out just above the floor, so it's floating long and just above the floor. And then squeeze your right knee in towards you. And then zoom your leg out so it floats just above the floor. And as you do this, what happens in your belly? Squeeze your knee in, and then zoom your leg out. Squeeze your knee in, and zoom your leg out. Nice. Change. Draw your left knee up towards you. And then zoom your leg out. What happens in your belly? How do you listen to the smoothness and the journey and the connectivity of belly to leg? One more time. Nice. We're going to do the same movement, but we're going to make it more complicated. So you can stay at that level or move on to the next one. So squeeze your knee up towards you on the right, and then zoom your leg out, but lift your bum off the floor so your leg is floating just above the floor. It's a lot stronger into your pelvis. Before, we were at a 45-degree angle during the week before, whereas now we're just above the floor. Bend your knee, drop your bum to the floor, and then zoom your leg out just above the floor. Squeeze your knee in, bum to the floor, zooming out. What happens in your belly and your pelvis? How do you feel engagement through the belly and the pelvis? Enjoying the journey, feeling the smoothness of you, feeling the engagement. One more time. Nice. Change. Left knee up towards you, squeeze it in, and then zoom your leg out. Bum is floating, leg is just above the floor. Bend your knee in, zoom your leg out. Bend your knee in, zoom your leg out. Bend your knee in, zoom your leg out. One more time. Bend your knee in, zoom your leg out. Nice. Both feet to the floor. Sway your knees again from side to side. Nice. Last movement on the floor will be dead bug pose. So lift both arms up, straight up over your shoulders. Lift both knees up so they're straight up over your hips. And in the beginning, keep your knees bent. Lower the right foot down, lower the right fingers down, and then come back up to center. Left side touches, toes and fingertips touch. What happens in your belly? So with the arm, you can begin to lengthen your arm, but have the technique where you're lowering down, bent, and then you're slowly straightening. And then come back up. Lowering down, bent, and then slowly straightening. So you're listening to, you're not ending up really deep. You're traveling into the deep to get with your arm connecting. So toes touch, fingers touch, and then lengthen. Same thing with your hip. You're traveling into the deep of your hip slowly, listening, really hearing the possibilities of movement in your arm, in your leg. Nice. We're going to do opposites. So this always will just totally wreck your head. It's amazing. So left foot, right hand, maybe lengthen. And then left hand, right foot. No idea what I'm doing. Opposites. Opposites. One more time each side. Opposites. Opposites. Push your feet into the floor, lift your hips up. And then roll down along your spine, land on the floor. So as you travel up and down, just feel the deep squeeze of your pelvis and your hips. Feel, when does my belly turn on? How do I really engage as I move? Nice. Last time. Rising up, just pause there. Squeeze your bum a little bit more. Push your heels down. Knees are gently moving slightly towards each other. Shoulders are steady, neck is comfortable. Lowering all the way down. Nice. So roll over and come all the way up to stand. Nice. Come. So the bowls of water technique, we've done this before, but we're going to really look at when I have weights in my arms, having your arms straight actually is really difficult for your shoulder, because moving your arm straight, actually you start using your torso as a lever and your arm becomes overwhelmed. But keeping your elbows bent and reaching into the deeper movement is actually the best thing for your shoulders. So we're going to look at that. So standing to the front of your mat. Again, if you have anything going on with your shoulders, really careful, okay? So bending your knees and reach down to pick something up. So my elbows are bent and then they reach forward, they straighten. I pick up my bowl of water. My elbows are bent again and I'm slowly traveling up. At some point, I'm going to begin to straighten my arms and just feel the natural possibility. Slowly bending your elbows, lower the thing down. And then scoop, rise. And so as I lift something, I'm watching it. I'm using my legs as kind of a pump or a hydraulic, no idea, piston, something. My legs are what's moving me up and down. I just feel that. Bending your elbows, rising. Bending your elbows, coming down. Last time. Bending your elbows, rising, bending your elbows, lowering down. So come all the way up to stand. So that same technique we can use in standing. So bring your feet and foot and a half apart. And with your elbow bent in front of you, the right hand, reach your right hand over towards the left, but you reach your arm from bending. Nice. Maybe your right foot floats as you do this. Travel back through the center. And then reach your right elbow is bent and reach it slowly up towards the ceiling on the right. Nice. Elbow bent, travel through the center, reaches towards the left. Elbow bent. I'm turning my palm so my palm is face forward as I reach my arm up. And I'm turning my palm so the palm is facing the ceiling as I reach my arm over. You can bend the left elbow, it feels quite nice. Just moving really slowly. Listen to the wellness of bending and then reaching from a bent elbow. Bending, reaching from a bent elbow. Nice. Other side. Left elbow's in front of you. And then travel with the left hand into the deep of your shoulder. Come back to center. Palm is face forward, perhaps. For me, that's the nicest thing for my shoulder. And then reaching up. Bend your elbow. Travel across. And reach into your shoulder. Bend your elbow. Travel up. Oh, I tried to look at my hand. Interesting. I lost my balance as I looked at my hand as it went up. So I'm going to make a smaller movement when I go up so I can watch my hand as I reach. So just find, how do you follow your hand with your gaze even? Adding another element. One more time. Great, just shake out your arms gently. So at this stage, if you're feeling, I can start to feel a little bit of a twang in my shoulders, take your weights off, okay? Remember, you're going slowly. You've got loads of time. We're only halfway through, Grace. So loads another time. So using that same principle of bowls of water, we're going to move through the sun salutation. So bend your elbows. Slowly begin to lift your elbows up and then reach your hands up to whatever distance, not what you think, but what you feel. Reach your hands up. And then bending your elbows down through the center, bend your knees. Elbows are tucked in beside you. Reach your hands down towards the floor. There's weight going into your lower back here, so be careful. Nice. Hands to your shins. Push your hands into your shins. Arching your back, look forward. Keep your knees really bent. Hands to the floor. Step your right foot back. Drop your right knee to the floor. Left hand to your left knee. Bend your right elbow, rise up. And then slowly reach into the deep of your shoulder, going upwards. So for me, I don't really want to go beyond that point there. I'm not straightening my arm. I'm just feeling the respect and the sensation of armness as I reach up. Bend your elbow. Touch the floor. Bend your elbow. Rising up. How do you move? Like bowls of water here. Really hearing your shoulder, hearing your neck. Nice. One more time. Hand to the floor. Turn your chest towards the left. Nice. Bring your shoulder down to your knee. Turn your shoulder to the left. Nice. Shoulder down to your knee. Last one. Shoulder to the left. Nice. Hands to the floor. Step your left foot back. Drop your knees down. Lower all the way down. Keep your hands where they are. Squeeze through the bum. Rise through the chest. Squeeze your shoulders backwards. And you're not pushing with your hands actually here. Your hands are just on the floor. I'm moving my torso more so than pushing with my hands. Nice. Drop your head down. Reverse. And reverse. Just feeling into your body as you do so. Listening to your body, maybe sending a wave through your spine. Do you hear your spine? Nice. Drop your knees to the floor. Step your right foot forward. Step your left foot forward. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lift your chest, arch and look forward. Rounding forward, bend your elbows, bend your knees, and feel like you're holding onto your bowls of water. So roll up into standing from elbows back, and then reach your hands up into the space above you, not forcing your arms, and then palms come to rest down. So you're listening really deeply and differently. Okay, other side. So bending your elbows, reaching slowly up, listening to your arms as you reach up. One arm will probably be really different from the other. Bending your elbows, use your knees and your legs to travel down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, arching your back, look forward. Hands to the floor, step your left foot back. Drop your left knee to the floor. Right hand, right knee. Bend your left elbow. Travel up and then reach your left hand up slowly. Bend your left elbow. Travel down. Hand to the floor. So as I travel, it's my torso that's moving and then my arm moves. And then I bend my elbow. It's my torso that's moving and then my arm moves. Just feel that. Nice. One more time. Nice. Hand to the floor. Turn your chest towards the right. Bring your shoulder to your knee. Turn your chest towards the right. Shoulder to your knee. Last one. Turn towards the right. Shoulder to your knee. Lengthen your back leg. Step back. Drop your knees. Lower your belly. Keep your hands where they are, but don't push into your hands. Squeeze your bum, lift your toes. Lift your torso. You can, if you want, to see how your shoulders feel about this. Lift your palms a tiny bit off the floor. Hands to the floor, push back. And push back. Have a bit of a wiggle. Nice. Step the left foot forward. Step the right foot forward. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees, hands to your shins. Arch your back. Bend your knees deeply. Tuck your arms into your sides and lift your chest and head first. And then rise up and reach up. Palms come to rest in front of your chest. Nice. Come sit on the floor. How cool. Nice, guys. Legs are wide beside you. Take your weights off. And then just roll into your belly. And just a deep sense of, just travel into the belly. Travel into the neck as you do this, and the shoulders. So your head is moving at the end of your spine. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Roll your shoulders in a big circle. As you do so, listen to your shoulders. And then roll in the other direction. And I'm letting my spine and head help me as I roll. Nice. Squeeze your fingers back behind you. And then bring your hands to your shins or your knees. Drop your head forward. Bring your fingers back behind you, opening your chest. Hands to your shins. Drop your head forward. Behind, leaning into your arms. And forward. Drop your head down. And are you listening with the same care to your shoulders right now? So listen with care always to all your different bits. One more time. Nice. Come into a cross-legged position. Bring your hands to your heart. Grace. What is grace to you? Closing your eyes, breathing into your belly. Nice. Keeping your head center, turn your eyes to the right. Maybe there's a yawn or a sigh or a deeper breath that emerges from the right-hand side of your body. Nice. Turn your eyes to the left. Maybe there's a sigh, a yawn, a deeper breath that emerges from the left side of your body. I just love that. And it takes time, that one, it can take a few weeks, a few months for there to be that sense of the yawning, because we're remapping our nervous systems as we do that. We're creating more vagal tone, we're connecting into the deep nervous system of presence in the right side and presence in the left. And it's no small thing, that eye movement. It's really very incredible for regulation, down regulation, connection, proprioception, interoception, all those things, feeling safety in our own bodies. So have a wonderful day. And whoa, my microphone worked the whole way through. That's quite amazing. Great, how cool. So I'll see you all tomorrow. The water concepts and see, how do your shoulders feel? Did you manage to mind your shoulders the whole way through? Moving slower, moving into your shoulder rather than landing in your shoulder is really important. And really adapting to who and how you are. It's the only thing we can do, really. So great. Ciao, ciao. Adios, amigos. Hasta luego. Slongafol. Bye-bye. As always, if anybody wants to contribute to this project, this endeavor, this thing that me and my sister Sinead are running, then please do. It's really... Oh, wrong picture. Oh, no, it's right. So great. I will see you all tomorrow for another wonderful day of grace. And be well. Keep listening. Move deeper into yourself rather than be, that thing of don't go beyond your resources and the possibility and ability of your shoulder. You travel in and listen as you go. So you're only traveling as far as your shoulders tell you can go. It's really quite amazing. So see you tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.